And now we're ready for the grand finale, where we're going to paint your sky and paint your water like Claude Monet. And all of his pictures were kind of fuzzy and blurry because he painted so fast. So we're going to use our watercolor paints, and there's a list of color choices on the board, colors that would make sense for your sky. Please follow the list. You're going to pick some that don't match your bridge. So I have blues and purples for my bridge. I don't want blues and purples for my sky because then my bridge will disappear. So I can pick other colors for my sky. Every table is going to have a cup of water, possibly two, and we're going to have a bowl with a sponge in it. This is so we can do something called wet on wet painting. So first mission is we take the sponge, squeeze it out over the bowl so it catches all the water, and just on the top half of your paper, I'm going across the top half and I'm getting it damp. I'm getting it a little wet. Okay? It's not drowning, it's not dripping. Then get your brush wet, make a little puddle in your paint, and we're going to paint like Monet. So we're painting strokes of color quickly. Water, paint, more strokes of color. I'm going over my objects, and it won't hurt them. It's oil pastel, it won't stick. So I'm going over the trees. I'm stopping about where I want the water to be. So quick strokes of color with my red. Then clean the brush, switching to my second color, which is orange. And I'm painting some orange in here too, very quickly. And the colors are blending together. I'm going clear to the edge of the paper. That's why I have a messy mat. If you have areas that are just plain white, you can always take just a wet brush and spread some of that paint around, and it'll fill in the white spots. So we don't want any white spots left unless you colored something white. Okay, sky's done. Lots of horizontal strokes. All right, take the sponge again, squeeze over the bowl, and wipe down the bottom. Now for the water, it's not going to be perfect horizontal lines, and the water reflects your sky. So I'm going to use the same colors, but this time I'm painting waves. And switch colors, make sure you clean your brush. Every time you need more paint, get more water. Watercolor makes your brush oh so thirsty. I'm going clear to the edge. We're not afraid of the edge. And like before, if we have some white spots, just take a wet brush and use it to spread the color around. Make sure when you are painting that your brush is like a ballerina dancing on its toes. The hair is the only part that should touch the paper. It should not be like the ballerina fell down and is dragging her bottom along the ground. This metal should never touch your page. Pressing your brush down harder does not make more paint come out. So your brush should always dance gracefully and not scoot on the floor, because what happens is this metal will scratch your paper. There will be big slashes all over it, and in some cases it can tear your paper, especially since it's wet. So be very careful, be nice to your brush, be nice to your project. When you're done, all of this is going on the drying rack.